Oh, we already started. Jeez. Anyway, how was your week, Tasha?
My week was kind of crazy.
Uh-oh.
It was short, of course. There's
Just like
four
you.
four work days. And this next week coming up, we'll have 3 work days. Well, 3 work days
Wow.
with the kids.
Oh. You got those fake teachers' work days, huh?
Yep. Hey,
Where they'll
not
just
fake.
sit around and drink wine and discuss how terrible the children are.
No. Though that would be nice.
And y'all all pass around their papers and laugh at them.
No, but we have
You see
done
what this
so
idiot
before.
wrote?
Sometimes we'll have a grading day where we do that.
Yeah.
No, that's not the point of it, but it does happen.
I bet. I bet that happened all the time.
I mean, okay, come on. There was this one kid who turned in an essay. He was given a whole prompt and everything. All right, it's an online essay. And his answer was the alphabet repeated.
Really?
Yeah.
He just wrote A through Z twice.
No, over and over again.
Oh, more than twice. Okay.
Yep. And there's this other kid who thinks it's so funny. It's not my kid. One of my teacher friends' kids who thinks it's
Mm.
hilarious to turn in the what's it called? It's the script to Finding
The
Nemo.
B movie. Oh, Finding Nemo.
Oh, was it the Bee Movie? He has done the Bee Movie.
A lot. I don't know what it is with Gen Z, but they are obsessed with the script for the B movie. I don't know. I don't know what it is. My niece. Uh, I'm gonna name names. My niece Maya, like she got blocked because one morning I woke up to bleep bloop, bleep bloop, bleep bloop, bleep bloop, and I was like, "What is all that?" And I started looking at it, and I saw Barry B. Benson or whatever it was, and I was like, "Oh no!" And I immediately blocked her. And the next time she saw me, she was like, "Why did you block me?" And I was like, "Because you sent me the entire script of the B movie, and it doesn't send all as one text. It sends me several texts."
That is hilarious.
And she just laughed. She's like, "Could you unblock me?" I was like, "No, I will not."
When I first heard he sent her the script to the Bee Movie for an English essay, I lost it. Because the way she delivered it, she said something like, and I told him, John Smith, if you sent me the fucking Bee Movie again. She didn't say the F word, but she said it in the meeting.
Yeah. So you had a short week,
Yep, it was
or you're
short,
gonna have a short week. Yeah.
and I'm going to have a short week next week because of the eclipse and staff development.
Oh yeah, I forgot that the eclipse is happening because we
Mm-hmm.
probably won't get to see it.
Mm,
It's
yeah.
supposed to be cloudy.
Yeah, unfortunately. I hope I get to see it. I have glasses for it and everything.
I'm just gonna look straight at
That is awful.
it. I encourage everyone to do the same.
No!
Stare directly at the sun.
I had to remind some of my kids, don't look directly at the sun. They're like, that's exactly what I plan to do, miss. I was like, no, don't do it. Is that as they're walking out of the door? I was telling one of my TAs the same thing, teacher's aides. I told him,
Yeah.
okay, be safe, protect your eyeballs. And he was like, I've been wanting to look directly at it. Like, I have the urge to. And I was like, don't do it. He's like, I'm probably still going to do it.
I want
And,
to too, just because like I don't believe that it's gonna blind me.
oh my gosh. I mean, I don't think it will, unless you look at it prolongedly.
Yeah.
But, yeah. All the kids at the district got a pair of glasses, so that was cool. And the teachers, they did not get glasses, but they got this little rectangle thing. that you can hold up
The
to your
like
eyeballs.
little pinhole things
No,
to
it's
view
bigger
it.
than a pinhole, but it's like a maybe the size
Well,
of a credit card.
you should have a square on one side and a pinhole on the other.
No,
Then you're doing it wrong.
no, no. When I got it, I thought I was doing it wrong. I was about to peel off things because I thought it was broken, but
Mm.
apparently you're only with the real glasses, like the legit glasses, you're only supposed to see the sun through it. You can't see anything else. So you can only see light coming through, like intense light, I guess. Because I can see. We tested it out on a phone. Well, actually, one of my kids showed me. He was like, "You can see my phone light through it," and I was like, "Oh, okay." And it was a teeny tiny little dot of light from his bright, bright, bright phone light.
Yeah.
Yeah, it almost blinded me whenever I moved it away from my face, and his light was right in my eyeball.
Yeah. So you're gonna go out and stare at the sun.
Yeah, for a couple minutes.
Okay. Well, you have fun with that.
I will, thank you.
So I don't know if you were done or not, but let me tell you about my night earlier.
Okay, I was done.
Okay, good, because I was interrupting anyway. So I had this guy, my last passenger of the night. We were going from like Midlothian out to uh, Plano,
Mm-hmm.
and this dude, like at first, I didn't think anything of it, but he's like, "Oh, I was gonna listen to a podcast on my thing." I was like, "Okay, cool." So what podcast is it? And then he tells me, and then I unprompted, he's like, "Do you know anything about the podcast?" I said, "Nope, never heard of it." And then he proceeds to tell me about how it's about like this guy who like gives advice to men on how to treat women, which basically amounts to saying you treat them poorly um, because they don't like it if you're nice to them. And then he goes on this long, I kid you not, 20-minute rant about how he could get any girl he wants because he knows that trick. And I was like, oh, dear Lord. And he was like, he goes on to say, like, I don't think women should be allowed to vote, or if they are allowed to vote, that their vote shouldn't count as much as men's vote.
Holy shit.
Yeah. And I was like, oh my God.
Is this
And I
2024?
yeah,
Right?
yeah, I know,
Right?
right?
Okay.
I was sitting there, I was listening to him, and I was like, "Oh, okay, yeah. I just want to put on my podcast now." I thought he was going to go into his podcast, but instead, he just launched into this whole like thing, and I was like, "Oh, okay, all right, yeah, I get it."
So this guy, let's go back a couple decades.
More than a couple. I think he thinks that everything was best before. See, I keep wanting to say the turn of the century, but the turn of the century is now 2000. Uh, and I keep
Yeah.
wanting to say, like, because he thinks things were better in, like, the 1800s.
Eek.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. A couple of centuries. I was thinking 100 when I said decades.
Well, yeah. Um, he was like, the only reason that women voted for JFK was because he was cute, right? And I was like, oh, okay.
Oh
I was like,
man,
I mean, I don't know if that's true or not, and I can't prove it. Uh,
you're stupid.
that's not. I
But
was
you're
like,
stupid.
yeah. Anyway, that was my night. That was a fun time.
How long was that drive again?
From Midlothian to Plano, so 45 minutes to an hour.
All right.
Luckily, he fell asleep during part of it, though. Like, he passed out almost mid rant. It was crazy.
He got himself all worked up.
I think so.
That's
He was like, and
hilarious.
another. I was like, are you okay? I'm just gonna turn on my horror podcast then. Listen to my scary stories. But anyway, other than that,
Shut
I
up.
can't. You shut up.
Don't you yawn.
Hey, I've been awake this whole time.
Blah, blah, blah.
Anyway, other than that, I don't think I have anything else. So I guess we're ready to get into it, right?
Yeah.
All right, hit him with the intro, Tasha.
Welcome to What M Dreams. I'm one of your hosts, Tasha, and I'm here with
Jeff. No, Dustin.
his name's Jeff.
My name's Jeff.
And we're here to
That's
talk to you
Hefe,
about,
man.
oh my
Go
gosh.
ahead.
And we're here to talk to you about dreams. Dreams, dreams, dreams. Yeah.
All right.
What was that movie? 21 Jump Street.
Yeah. Well, I think that was 22 Jump Street.
Really? Oh, yeah, I
Yeah,
think so.
I think that was a sequel.
Yeah.
They were both funny though.
Yeah, I gotta rewatch those soon.
Okay. So, do you want to go first? All right.
Let me pull up a dream.
You'll have fun with one of mine because it deals with one of your favorite subjects. One of your favorite dream subjects, anyway.
Oh, yeah? What is it? Oh,
Toilets.
no, it's toilets!
It's very much toilets.
Oh, no. Okay, I think I titled this one with you. Something like Party, Puke, Power Wash.
Yes.
Okay, so in this dream,
Do you have to yawn?
no, I had a cough.
Oh.
Okay, in this dream, me and Alice were we were getting ready to go to the library to get a pair of those special glasses. Because, okay, in real life, I heard that you can get them for free at the public library. So I'm going to go there this weekend and see if I can't get extra.
I might do
Anyways,
that too.
it's for the eclipses. No, the eclipse. So we went there. I don't remember driving there, but we got there. And there was some sort of African American celebration going on or event that was being hosted at the library while we were just arriving. So other people were just arriving too, and they were bringing like I remember people bringing in like dishes, covered Tupperware with food inside.
Yeah.
And it was getting dark at the library. Like it was a nighttime event, I guess. That was a weird detail. And it was crowded, so lots of people were pulling up. We got the glasses inside and we started leaving. And I remember walking down the steps of the library. So at the time we were walking down, it was dark-ish. I remember seeing across the street a Mexican restaurant, and people were arriving there. They weren't bringing food, but they were arriving there. And somehow I knew in the dream that they were also arriving for an event for Mexican Americans. And so that restaurant was hosting the event. So lots of people were pulling up at the restaurant too for some sort of celebration. And I was like, maybe, Alice, we should stop by the restaurant, the Mexican restaurant, and see what's going on. Just, check it out. It could be fun. And she was like, no, we need to get home. And I was like, okay, but we could just stop for a little bit. And she was like, no, let's just go. Let's go. Let's keep going. We're going home. And so I was like, okay. But secretly in my brain, I was like, I'm going to stop by here just for a second. So I let her walk ahead of me. to the car, and I swung by inside, and there was like a party going on. A party. Like it was big, and it was almost, I guess it was almost like a club rave. That's how
Oh.
that's how the only way I can describe it. There's just people dancing crazy wildly. There were no tables or chairs or anything. Like I guess they were all pushed out of the way for this event because it was all for dancing. There was like a stage, no live music playing or anything, but there was a stage. And I remember thinking, "Oh wow, this looks pretty cool." And I was walking through the crowd, and I was thinking, maybe I should join in for just a little bit. So I started dancing with them.
Mhm.
And then I was like, okay. After maybe less than 5 minutes, I was like, okay, I think it's time to go meet with Alice. So I started trying to make my way out of the crowd. And the only way, like, the only free path I could find was, like, traversing through people was to go up on stage and go around. And so that's what I did. But there was one dude who was really, really, really drunk
There's
who
always one
happened
dude.
who happened to be behind me as I was like walking up on stage trying to go around all these party people. And he puked, apparently. He puked, and he was behind me, so I didn't see it, but I heard it. And as I heard it coming out, I started running for it as fast as I could. Oh my gosh, this happened to me in elementary school. Anyway, I'll tell you about that
No.
later.
Okay.
That traumatized me, I think. But anyways, it
Yeah, I
hit
think
me.
so. Oh
The puke,
no.
it hit me. But I thought it only hit like the backs of my shoes. So I thought, okay, it's not so bad. 'Cause I could just, wipe it off or rinse them off real quick and I'll be good. But as I was walking, continued walking through the crowd, I got more and more stares. And eventually someone told me, you have puke in your hair, on your back, down your
Oh,
dress, uh,
you are so
on the
gross.
backs of your legs, on your shoes. I was like, okay, this is not happening. This is not happening. This is not happening. That is what I was telling myself as I was trying to make my way outside. So I was in like full trauma panic as I was walking away. And
Right.
so for the rest of the dream, outside of the restaurant, once I made it there, I was like, forget meeting up with Alice. I need to find some water, like somebody with a hose. Um, I need to find, this is where the power washer comes in. I was like, I need to find someone with a power washer specifically to spoon me down. And I ended up finding a place. It wasn't exactly a power washer, but it was like a car wash place.
I was gonna say like a car wash.
Yeah. But the thing is, it was weird in the dream. And the workers, they only had like jugs of water that they could open up and spray.
Okay.
So they're like, I guess crazy lady. So they opened up the jug and they started spraying me down. I almost missed my chance because, jugs don't last forever. So while they were standing around saying, I guess you can, when they went ahead and started it, and I didn't know. And so I was rushing to get to the spray, and so I just turned around and I let it spray me. And I remember it leaving like a little puddle of water puke on the floor.
You're so gross.
But I got it all off, so that was nice.
Every time I see you now, I'm just gonna picture you covered in puke.
Only the backside.
Nope. It's all of you.
No, gross, gross,
It's a
gross.
bleh.
St-
Oh, gross.
Stop it. Stop it. And then, okay, that wasn't the end of the dream. I remember after being rinsed off, I finally tried to find my way back to Alice, but I guess it wasn't Alice anymore. I was trying to find Ernesto for my ride home because dream logic.
Mm-hmm.
So apparently he was supposed to be picking me up because we were dating. We weren't married in this dream. We were
Oh.
supposed to be going on a date. And so when I finally found him, he was parked in a parking lot waiting. Um, he got out of the truck. I was all wet because of puke, so I was already pissed in a sour mood. And Ernesto did not want to give me a ride, and he did not want to date me.
I don't blame
We
him.
weren't
Good man.
we weren't quite boyfriend and girlfriend yet, so he was like not interested. And so I started beating him up.
Of course you did. He was so mean.
I was like, "How dare you not want to date me?" And so I just started going at him, beating the shit out of him. I have a little violent streak in my dreams lately.
Then when
Anyways,
you woke up, you hit him too?
no.
You abusive person.
That's all I remember from that dream.
I gotta tell you, at no point did I know where that dream was going.
Yeah,
Like,
man.
other than I knew that it had to do with dancing and puke
Okay, oh, you know why I think I joked about the power
and the
wash?
power washer. Because you watch the power washer videos?
No, because we actually power wash. Well, me and Ernesto power wash the porch outside with the
Oh, the
flagstones.
stones? Yeah.
Yeah, those bitches. I forgot they had brown coloring. Like they have brown, really, really pretty coloring. Some of them, anyway. So my parents they bought like a gas powered power washer, like the legit strong kind,
Yeah.
and we used that. It took forever. And also my shoes. I don't know if they're ruined or not, but I might have to take a power washer to them because
Well,
they're just
don't wear
covered.
them while you're doing it.
No, I won't, because it'll take my skin off, I think, because
Yes,
it's
it
it
will.
took off it took off parts of the stone outside.
Yeah.
So I won't be doing that.
Yeah. I watched a video where someone put a power washer on like a light setting and put a stake under it, and it just went right through it.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that bitch is strong.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was
Not to be
satisfying
played with.
though.
Oh, I'm sure. I like watching the power washing videos.
But damn did it do a number on my back.
And your neck.
No, just my back. Every time my kids bust out with that, my neck, my back, I say, no,
Stop right there. No more.
no. And they're like, oh, sorry, Miss B.
It's funny because it's so old. You wouldn't think kids, you know,
Yeah, it's probably in
but
some dumb, wretched song, you know,
or it's their
reprised
parents. You know, their parents will listen to it.
or that too.
Yeah. All
Oh,
right.
okay. So I have to tell you about Sorry, I'm interrupting
Go
you.
ahead.
Ha.
No, go ahead.
Okay. So
Don't
about
ever interrupt me again. I'm just kidding.
what'd you say?
I said, don't ever interrupt me again.
But keep going. But don't do it. But keep going.
Yes, keep going.
All right. So about being puked on in elementary school, I still remember it vividly.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I was standing up. We are doing some kind of arts and crafts project. I don't remember what it was exactly, but there was this guy, a big guy for a kindergartner, like super tall. He might have failed a couple times. Um, no, it was first grade. Anyways, I don't remember what grade. First or kindergarten. And he's very tall and he was sick. And he was sitting in his desk facing like somewhat in my direction, but I was standing like in front of him, facing away from him because I was working on a little art project on my own desk. Okay? And I remember hearing him get sick, and then immediately just gunning it. Like, I ran away. I didn't even look back. And then I remember running and falling. It's like slow-mo, this memory. Like, I remember hearing it. I'm not even gonna like act it out, but you know
Blech.
what? Stop it. Yeah. It sounded like that, only with a bunch of splattering. Okay. And as that happened, I was like, do, 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 with my arms pumping. And then
Yeah.
I jumped. I don't know why I jumped, but I like jumped to get out of the way. And I ended up falling on the ground. Anyways, he still got me. He still got the back of my shoes. So that was yucky.
Just
And
imagining baby Tasha just freaking out because of the puke.
yeah, I don't remember anything about the rest of that day or how I handled all that, but I'm sure it wasn't good. Like, I wonder if my teacher had to console me or anything, or if I was just stunned silent for the rest of the day. Like, it's just a blank.
you've you've never recovered.
I haven't. I'm
You're
just first
absolutely
grade me.
traumatized.
First grade me getting puked on. I do remember after I had jumped, looking back and seeing what had happened, and it was gross looking. You want details?
I mean, if you want to give them without, you puking.
Picture, picture melted lasagna.
Mmm. Actually
No,
sounds pretty good right now.
no, stop it. No, you're supposed to say
Yum.
gross.
Melted
Oh,
lasagna,
ew, alarming.
split pea soup.
That don't even make sense.
uh, anyway, so
Nasty.
my toilet dream.
Okay.
So it didn't start out with toilets. I was at a party with a bunch of family and friends. Well, they were supposed to be family and friends. I didn't recognize them in the dream,
Mm-hmm.
but they all felt really familiar. And then somebody like hit somebody else, and then I got blamed for it. And I was just like, it wasn't me. Like, I wasn't even anywhere near that person. And then finally somebody else like fessed up, and everybody started laughing and like giving him a hard time. And they chased him around for a little while, and they were like
Oh,
laughing and everything.
oh my.
Yeah, not like it was a fun chasing, not like a "we're gonna kill you" chasing.
Like, shame, shame.
Right? Yeah, none of that.
Okay.
By the way, I will hang up on you via text.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the shame word.
Yeah, yeah. So during that whole thing where they're chasing this guy, I I'm like, you know what? I really need to go pee. And I knew that like we were about to leave anyway, so I was like, I'm gonna go pee. I'm gonna go find this toilet to go in. And so like I go into this very very large restroom. There's like a ton of toilets, and there's like it's this weird thing where it's like several different corridors that you have to turn down, and there's more toilets down each one. And
Oh,
I get to this one that is different than all the other ones. It's kind of up, it's raised up off the floor a little bit, on a like platform, and it's really fancy. It has a floor flusher, so
oh my.
you don't have to touch the thing. You can just use your foot to make the toilet flush.
Oh, I
Anyway,
thought you said four. Four, like the number
no,
four.
no, floor flusher,
Okay, that
so that
makes
you can
sense.
just press it with your foot and the stuff goes down. Anyway, so I see it and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna use this one. And as I'm getting ready to like go up to this toilet, which did not have walls on it whatsoever, who walks into the restroom but Jeff Goldblum?
Yeah, you had a guest star.
Yeah, and I see him, and he sees me, and he immediately starts making conversation with me before I've even sat down on the toilet. Right?
Okay.
He's like, and the weirdest conversation he could have, because it's out of nowhere. Instead of asking me like, "How you doing?" You know what he says? Are you a Stephen King fan? Are you a Kinger? He says the word Kinger. He says, are you a Kinger? Like I like to call us. And I was like, what? I I I guess I like Stephen King. And he's like, yeah, he's really awesome. I like his books and the movies and stuff that he's done. He goes, uh, that toilet that you've got there. Stephen King has one of those in his house, and I'm like, great. I don't know what's happening. He starts to make me feel so uncomfortable while he's talking to me that you know what? I was like, I don't need to use the restroom anymore. I'm just gonna leave, and I left Jeff Goldblum in the toilet talking to me, and that was when I woke up. I just left him behind. I was like, I can't deal with this.
It's hilarious.
Who, who says Kinger? Like,
Here.
that's not even a thing.
It is now.
And I tried to rationalize it when I woke up because I was like, maybe somebody said something similar. And so like I looked at what I was watching and it was Bob's Burgers and like I know the episode and I was like, no, there's nothing that sounds kind of like Kinger. I don't know. I don't know where
That's
that came from.
hilarious. That sounds it sounds like something Jeff Goldblum would do is to walk in and then start a random ass conversation like you've been just talking about something else previously.
It does, doesn't it? And his mannerisms and the way he spoke, it was so Jeff Goldblum. And I was like, what?
I think he infiltrated your dreams. I think
I
that
think
was him.
so. I think it was. And he was just like, hey, I just want to talk to somebody about Stephen King. And you're the guy.
Jesus.
Yeah. So I mean, waking up, I was I was amused, but I was also like, what? So
What in the world? That's
yeah,
hilarious.
it'd be great if Jeff Goldblum actually heard this and was like, hey, that was me. I did that.
I did have a dream about interrupting a dude on his toilet. His fancy toilet.
And I asked him about Stephen King for some reason.
Kinger.
Yeah. Are you a Kinger?
Look at Jeff.
Yeah. Oh, and I told you already about the other or one of the other dreams I had where a bird shit on me. And that was literally the whole dream. It was like a bird shit on me, and then I tried to wipe it off, and then I woke up. That
Yep.
was it.
That was that.
Like, yeah. Like I woke up from that dream going, huh, all right then.
What a dumb fucking dream.
Yeah.
That was it.
What about you? You got another one?
I got a couple. I'm
All
going
right.
off my golden memory for these two.
Ooh.
It's very short though.
All right.
So, actually, maybe three. Okay, so in one dream recently, I dreamt that our house is flooding because of the rain. The rain just got to be too much. It passed the threshold of our house, and so our house is under like an inch or so of water, which is fucking awful. And so I was just running around panicking about it in that dream. That was it. That's all I
Oh,
remember from that
okay.
one.
That was a lot less exciting than I thought it was going to be.
It's just me running around, losing my shit.
Just
Yep.
panicking, like
Oh
always.
no! Oh no! Oh no! In different rooms.
Oh, uh, just I'm gonna go ahead and give you a heads up because I don't know if I'll ever get to use this, but I I'm so dumb. I came up with a character in D&D.
Oh my gosh.
Literally, the only reason I did this was because I thought it would be a funny name. Um, but I'm gonna have a dwarf with the last name of Ghibli, and his first name is Stu, and his middle name is Dio.
It's Theo.
Yeah, I was
You
like,
fucking
yeah.
toad.
I was thinking
You're
I
so
could make
clever.
him. I was thinking of making him a ranger, so that he could have a pet, and I was gonna have him have either Totoro as a pet or Ponyo.
No, that'd be cool actually.
Yeah,
You just toting around a little fish.
yeah. I thought that would be funny because I'm dumb.
Studio Ghibli.
Studio
What's your
Ghibli.
what's your pet's name?
After service. What?
I said, and what's your pet's name?
Oh, well, my pet's name is Ponyo. And that over there, that's my neighbor Totoro.
You would add my neighbor?
Yeah, of course I would. That's the name of the movie.
You're ridiculous.
I know. I can't help it. And like, I want to make an entire character just because I thought the name would be funny.
Jesus.
I do have another character that I want to play though. Whenever Brandon runs a campaign.
Ew. Did you
It's
die?
a stupid. No, but it's a stupid character. Basically, I'll go ahead and tell you. The character is going to be just a regular person.
Oh, is is he gonna like be super mundane and boring? Like uh like the vampire and What We Do in the Shadows?
No, no, that would be funny though. I could do that. I was thinking about making him like, just a really bad liar. Like he's been lying this whole time about like all the things he's done,
Oh my gosh.
but somehow people believe him, even though he's just like, yeah, I once killed like 3 dragons at one time. And
Oh my god.
everybody's like,
I just knew
really?
you were gonna say
You? By
dragons.
yourself? Yeah.
You're ridiculous.
I know. I can't help it. Anyway, um, did you have another dream that you want to talk about? I've got one more.
I got a couple that were really short also. Okay, and one of my other dreams, I dreamt I was in Hawaii, of course. But this time I wasn't on vacation. I was in like another life
Oh.
because I was in that dream. I was part of like the culture there, and I had to go through like some sort of tradition where I had to, I don't know, I feel like I had to get like mermaid legs or something.
Okay.
Yeah, because it involved laying down and it involved a bonfire and it involved chanting and oh damn, were we summoning something? No, surely not.
Mm. Yeah,
Unless it was my mermaid legs.
there you go.
And you
You
know
were
what
the
it
Little
reminded
Mermaid.
me of?
What?
Yeah, it's getting a tattoo, like a tribal tattoo, I guess. Is it was a lot of time that was passing
Yeah.
for the ritual. It took a long time. And I think that's all I remember of that dream. It's me by
Okay.
the seashore. Me selling seashells by the seashore.
Now, you are Hawaiian, right? Or at least part Hawaiian. Have you ever actually been to Hawaii?
Yes, but only for a field trip in choir in high school.
Okay. Do you ever think that,
Um,
like, somehow spiritually you're supposed to be there? And
yeah,
that's why you have so many dreams about Hawaii?
yeah. It's funny that you mentioned that because I was thinking something along those lines. I've always felt like this is gonna sound stupid, and out there. But
Lay it on me. I love it.
I've always felt like biologically
Hmm.
I just fit by the water, by the sea.
Hmm.
Uh, 'Cause like I don't know. I just feel at least while I was there on that brief field trip for I forget how many days it was. It was like 5 or 6 days. But I felt like super at ease. And also like it just felt healthy. If
Yeah,
that makes sense. It felt good for my hair. It felt good for my skin.
that's
Like
interesting.
I just felt like I biologically belonged there, but my heart doesn't, you know.
Art. Anyway, it's interesting though because it almost lends credence to like the idea that the place is in your DNA, right? Like
Yeah.
that it's been hard coded from ancestry that that is where you should be.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool when you think about it.
Yeah, a little bit. And I think that's part why I always wanted to go back and see if it feels the same as it did when I was a teenager,
Yeah,
or if that was like a freak, you know, vacation goggles kind of thing.
yeah.
But
I
yeah,
don't know.
I remember I remember being on the field trip and the tour guides and like the hosts there who were helping us out on the field trip, they're always like double taking at me.
Uh-huh.
They're like, I keep thinking you're like a student from here sneaking on the field trip.
It it's just it sounds like with all the dreams that you have about Hawaii that like you know something is like you should be in Hawaii.
Yeah, part of me
Um,
feels that way.
yeah, but then the other part of you still loves Nesto. Blah.
Oh no, I was talking geographically. The other part of me,
Well,
I feel like I was born and raised in Texas, honestly.
oh really? Gross.
I
I was born and
mean, I
raised in
was
Texas.
raised, but not born.
I was born and raised in Texas, and I don't want to live here. I would much rather be in the Pacific Northwest,
Eh,
out
cost
amongst
of
the
living there is
trees.
probably fucking awful.
Oh, I'm just gonna live in a tree.
Just choose one of those big, beautiful trees.
Yeah, one of the big redwoods. It's got everything I could need.
Yeah. Oh, about trees. I taught some Cub Scouts, the tiny Cub Scouts, because I do run a little den. Um, I I taught them about some trees, and I looked up a couple of really old trees. I forget what it's called now that I'm thinking about it. Ugh, yeah, I don't remember. Oh, no, I remember. Methuselah. That's one of the oldest living trees.
Oh,
Estimated. Nope, I don't remember the number. Don't get me a line. Now I gotta Google it. I want to say 4,000 ish.
jeez.
And her exact location is not given online to protect her,
That makes
you know.
sense. Yeah.
But there's another tree in Brazil. Yeah, Methuselah is 4,855 years old um,
Jeez.
in eastern California. But there's another tree in Brazil that's estimated to be about the same age. There's
Hmm.
lots of trees estimated to be about the same age, and they don't know exactly how old they are because limited testing or
Yeah, they don't
restrictions
want to
on
drill into the
testing it out.
tree, and
Yeah.
yeah.
But yeah, that one's location is public because one of the scientists, one of the scientists I think
Hmm.
who was studying it decided that maybe conservation efforts would increase if more people, were exposed to it, learned about it and stuff. So that guy is known, and there's like a whole thing built around him. But yeah, that's on my bucket list to see a really, 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 really old tree forest.
Yeah, you got to go to the redwoods.
Mm-hmm. I sure do, don't I?
They're amazing.
Have you been?
Oh yeah, I was very very small, but I went a long time ago.
It's cool.
It was definitely one of the top 5 places I've ever been,
It's
and
pretty
I've been
awesome.
to at least 5 places.
Oh, at least 5, huh?
Anyway, um, so my last dream that I had um was weird, but not in the same way that Jeff Goldblum is weird. I dreamt I was working and I'd picked up this little kid, right? He was this little black kid. I don't know why he was by himself in my Uber, but when I say little, I mean he was like maybe 10 years old.
Okay.
And we went to this place that I've had in my dream before, and it's this really long, narrow bridge that is very high, very thin, and it seems unsteady, and it was definitely unsteady in this dream. But it's also like one car can pass at a time, kind of thing,
Okay.
and it's like there's somebody there guarding it, letting cars through. Anyway, so we get to the bridge, and while we got like just inside the gate to the bridge, I was like, "Oh, you know what? We can't go through here. Like this is definitely not gonna this is not gonna hold the car, you know."
Oh.
And
Oh. I've had a
it
dream
kind
like
of
that.
it kind of like started swaying a bit, and the way the bridge is shaped, it's hard to turn around, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But I managed to actually like turn around, and right after I turned around and started going back the other way, I woke up.
Sheesh.
Never did find out where that kid was going,
Yeah.
but he almost got us killed.
Until you turned around.
Yep. I said, "Hey, man, turn around, don't drown."
Yeah. Have you ever had to do that?
I've drowned like 3 times.
Oh.
Nah, I've never seen any water that was like that high, you know.
Yeah.
Mostly because like the roads that I tend to stick to are like the ones I've been on a lot, and so when it's raining or whatever, I can tell how high the water is because I'm used to that road.
Okay.
What about you?
There was this one time a year or so ago. I think I sent y'all pictures of it. Over there by Rocket Cafe. It was yeah. Yeah.
Mm-mm.
It was like a raging river across the bridge that led from between my kid's school and my home. And everybody had to pull over. Like they were pulled over just watching it. And I was like,
It is.
ooh. I had to do the same. And I took a bunch of pictures. I didn't think
Oh,
I never thought it'd ever go back to normal, but it has.
yeah, I see the pictures now actually.
See, I told you.
Yeah, you did. You win.
Shut up.
What? I said you win.
Stop it.
You don't want to win? Okay, fine, you lose.
You don't concede losing. It takes the fun away. You said.
Oh, so I should just be like, "Nope, I still don't believe you," even though I'm
Yeah.
looking at these photos.
Yeah.
There are like legit logs on the road in
Yep.
some of yeah.
I thought to myself, surely somebody's house is like next to a river now because it went through several people's yards that I could see.
Yeah.
I was like, well, fuck. They're gonna have to get boats and like maybe a taller bridge going. I don't know.
Well, I'm gonna kayak to work today.
Yeah. Oh, I was going to tell you something and I forgot what it was.
A lie.
No, it was a dream.
Mm. On this podcast? No.
Okay, yeah. No, I don't remember it.
All right. Well, then in that case, I guess we're out of dreams.
Okay. It had something to do
So
with hallways. Hallways.
always,
Hallways.
hallways, and corridors. The corridors of
I remember.
time.
I
Okay.
remember. Okay, one more. It was a scary one.
Ooh, scary. I'm shivering my timbers.
No. Um, okay, in this dream, there was a haunted house, but it didn't look haunted when I went inside. And then I went inside and I got trapped. And the people in there were like, yeah, we're trapped.
Time out. A haunted house like uh, a Halloween attraction, or a haunted house like a mansion that actually has ghosts?
A mansion with ghosts.
Okay. And then there's other people that are just like, yeah, we're trapped too now.
Yeah,
Or we've been trapped in here.
exactly. They were explorers. And they didn't know how long they'd been trapped. And I was like, well, fuck. And so the rest of the dream we spent trying to get out of the house. I don't remember the
Jeez.
details though. But yeah, that sucked. That's all I
I
remember from that
just
dream.
I just picture them with that monotone. Yep, we're trapped. You're freaking out. I can't believe I'm trapped in here. Yep, we're trapped.
Well, there's probably a level of acceptance there, okay, in their tone. Not
We've been
like
here for 3 hours.
it's
It's been 3 hours. We've accepted it.
been
We're never getting out.
this is our life now.
Ugh, so ridiculous.
Yeah.
All right. Well, in that case, it's time for recommendations.
Recommendations.
Recommendations. Okay. I'm going to recommend a book that is part of a series. I've only just started it. Um, I guess I'm 6 chapters in now. But the name of the book is There Will Come a Darkness by Katie Rose Poole. It seems to be set, and I didn't read any of the synopsis or anything. I just went straight into it blind. Because I like doing that. But it seems to
Yeah.
be set in a almost like an ancient India type setting.
Okay.
One of the guys' names is like Hassan. So I don't know. Maybe it's a Saudi thing. I don't know. It's one of those like countries over there somewhere. Anyway, and it's set where there are 4 different types of powers that people can have, and they're called graces. And they basically revolve around different types of, um, like, you can have the grace of blood, which like does healing and stuff. You can have
Ooh.
the grace of uh, sight, which means like you can find people really easily, like augury, stuff like that. And it's a young adult book because all the main characters are like 16.
Oh.
So far, the idea behind it is very, very good. It's definitely going to be one of those like rebellion stories, where it's like a small faction fight back against a large army or a big bad, you know.
Okay.
The idea is really good, but some of the writing is a I don't want to say amateurish, but amateurish.
Yeah.
Like I texted Tasha earlier this for the rest of the listeners out there. I texted Tasha earlier this week and said that she had already overused the word shame like 12 times by chapter 5, and I was so over shame. And of course Tasha hit me with, "Damn, that's a shame." And so I told her I was going to hang up on her through text.
I had more,
But
but I didn't say it.
yeah, I figured. I
I
figured.
was trying to save it. So I'll be hitting you with it later. So just
Okay.
to be to be seen. TBD.
But overall, it seems like a really good book in terms of the idea and the plot line. It seems like it's going to work out really well. And I believe it's a book series,
Oh,
and
is
that's
it a
just the first book in the series.
what genre would you say it is? Sci-fi,
Um,
fantasy?
it's definitely going to be fantasy. I would not say sci-fi because there's no like it's not really technology or anything like that, and that's where I always associate sci-fi. Um, but I would say it's fantasy, but more on the realistic side.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to describe.
All right. Well, what's the title again?
There will come a darkness.
It sounds pretty interesting.
Well, it's one of the books that you were recommended by someone.
Nice. All right. Well, check it out.
Yes, check it out.
Why'd you say that like that?
I don't know. It just sounded fun.
Yes, minions.
Yes, check it out.
Yeah. All
And
right.
what is yours?
Okay, it's giving Sean Connery.
I wish.
I'm going to recommend a series on Amazon Prime. It's pretty popular right now and it's still going. There's only 2 seasons so far, but like new episodes are coming out still.
Hmm.
It is called Invincible.
Oh yeah, that's that animated one, right?
Yes. Okay, so in Invincible, I'll just give you the brief introductory overview. Starts out with a young man, a teenager. His name is Mark Grayson. And of course, he seems like every other teen, except his father is a superhero. Whose name is Omni-Man, and he's the most powerful superhero on the planet. So it is to be expected that because his father is a superhero, that he will also be passed on powers, superhuman powers as well.
Hmm.
And so that's how the show starts out, is him developing the powers he's inherited from his father as half superhero. And as he's developing, things with his father is not as it seems.
Oh.
So you start questioning, is his father a superhero? And that's, without spoiling anything else, that's all I want to say. But there are other superheroes in this universe, and I don't know if it's Marvel or DC. I think it's technically Marvel, but it does have some, what's it called when it crosses? It does have some crossovers.
Crossover.
I don't know where it
What's that thing where they
crossover.
cross over?
Oh, crossovers.
Yeah.
Anyways, the show is funny. It's hilarious. It's heartfelt, definitely not for kids. Definitely not for kids. And it has
Yeah,
some
that's what I've
heartfelt
heard.
moments as well. So, character development so far is great. Plot is great. The introduction of newer characters, just spot on. Well done so far. I am hooked. Ernesto tried to get me to watch this show for a long time before I finally caved and watched the first episode, and I was like, okay, this seems legit. And now I have come to love it.
Yeah, because like the first season came out a couple of years ago,
Yeah.
and
Yep.
then I didn't realize that they were going to do a second season. I never watched it, but I have friends that have talked about it because I have friends that are super into comic books and stuff.
It's excellent. And it's got a great cast, too. Steven Yeun is one of, like, pretty much everybody from The Walking Dead that you can think of is on here, except for the guy who plays um the main guy. Fuck. Oh no, except for the guy who
Rick
plays Rick and the lady who plays
Andrew
Michonne.
Lincoln.
Right. Those two are not on here, but pretty much the rest of the cast is. So Steven Yeun from Walking Dead is on here. He's main character. Mark Hamill, famous voice actor slash actor. Lauren Cohan from Walking Dead. Michael Cudlitz from Walking Dead. J.K. Simmons, not Walking Dead, but also a great guy. Seth Rogen, Sandra Oh,
From Walking Dead.
John Hamm, Ross Marquand from Walking Dead, Carrie
Oh,
Payton from Walking Dead.
you know what's really interesting about Ross Marquand? This is off topic, I know. He is a very good impressionist.
Really?
Yes,
I have to look it up.
you will. You will do it right now.
No, I won't. So I'm looking at this cast, but I will. Jonathan Groff? I didn't know he was on there.
I don't even know who
Famous.
that is.
What? Famous voice actor slash, I don't know what you call people in musicals.
Actor.
Okay. Well, actor. He plays, what does he play on TV?
A doctor.
No, it's in an animated show. I don't remember who he is in an animated show, but he plays in Hamilton.
Oh, I never watched it.
Jason Mantzoukas is in there. Mantzoukas?
I
Mantzoukas?
don't know who that is either.
Yes, you do. He's a crazy guy.
Oh, okay. That makes so much sense.
He's a
I don't
crazy
know who
guy
you're talking about.
on The Good Place.
Never watched it.
The crazy guy in Brooklyn Nine-Nine that
Never
Rosa
watched it.
dates. Brooklyn Nine-Nine?
I know I watched that one. I was kidding.
Oh, okay. He's the one who Rosa dates.
I don't remember that though. Like when you said
So,
Brooklyn Nine-Nine, I started thinking about the guy that plays the Vulture on there,
oh yeah, not that guy.
and he also plays Mayhem on those commercials.
Yeah, not that guy.
All right.
Hmm.
So you said it's
May.
on. Oh, go ahead. What were you gonna say?
Okay, one more. May Whitman. She's from Avatar. Not
No,
the
I
Avatar.
didn't
She's
watch
from
that either.
Avatar: The Last Airbender. She's Katara. Okay, that's it. So if you're interested in superheroes and in twists, because this show has lots of twists, but it's also very well done.
What the food?
Check it out.
All right, and you said it's on Amazon.
Yep, Amazon.
So if you have a Prime account, you can watch it.
Yeah.
If you don't
Which
have a Prime account,
reminds me.
sign up for a
Yeah,
free trial.
you're fucked. Oh, okay. You can do that too. We did it.
We did it.
Yay.
Hooray.
Hit us with the outro, Dustin.
Dun dun dun.
Thank you, Little Dreamers, for listening.
Little Dreamers is our Patreon tier that we have. It's $5. And that just helps to keep the channel running.
Listen to us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube Podcasts, Amazon Music, and Audible.
And you can find us on the socials at TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. I don't think we have a Facebook. Anyway, we're on YouTube.
It'll be in the works. Email us your dreams at whatmdreams@gmail.com. Feel free to send us your dreams that we can talk about.
Yeah, and then we can judge you for it.
And enjoy, and a little bit of judging, yeah.
All right, well, thanks again for joining us.
Thank you again. Bye.
Bye.